Good evening, this is Jen, Juliet Echo November, Kilo India 1 Tango Tango Yankee, KI122Y, your net control operator for the River City Arcs Slow Scan TV Net. This net serves for training and practice in image transmission modes and meets Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. on the N6NA November 6 November Alpha repeater on 441.30 MHz. River City Arcs members and all licensed radio amateurs are welcome to participate. If you wish to join the net or need to make a call at any time, please announce your call sign between transmissions and net control will acknowledge you. If an emergency should arise and you need the repeater, please contact the net control by saying break, break. The double break signifies emergency traffic. The net will stand by for you until the emergency is terminated or the traffic is moved to another frequency. Stations who wish to check in are asked to respond with their full call sign using the recognized ITU phonetic alphabet and their name. I will recognize each station before going on to the next station. Any station who wishes to check into the net, please come now with your call sign, your name, and your location. Thank you.
November 6 Hotel, Bill and Roseville.
Hold your horses, one at a time. One at a time. All right, James, Alpha Echo 6, Juliet Golf in Gold River, James. November 6, Hotel Alpha, Bill in Roseville. Will the next ham operator who wants to do slow scan TV, please come now with your call sign, your name, and your location.
Kilo Romeo 6, Romeo Alpha Oscar, Kishore and Eldorado Hills.
Kilo Romeo 6, Romeo Alpha Oscar, Kishore. Thanks so much for joining us. Will the next slow scan TV operator please come now?
Kilo for myself and Carol, picture type.
KK4 and Carol and Citricides, thanks so much for joining us. Wow, look at all the nets you've been on today. That's fabulous. Will the next slow scan TV operator please come now? This is great. So I want to start out with Carol verifying that she can hear my audio on the stream. I started a few minutes early. I have it set to record, and hopefully you all have a little patience with me this evening. Carol helped me earlier today. We're trying to get this my setup correct and with no backtalk. So if it's streaming, great. Then we'll go right into James. So Carol, any comments on streaming?
Stream sounds great.
Thanks so much. I'm not going to touch anything. James, it's so lovely to hear from you. Thanks for joining us this evening. I'm looking forward to whatever you're going to send us tonight. It's Valentine's Day. It's something rado. N6NA Do you want to send a tone?
All right. Thanks, Jen, and happy Valentine's Day for everybody. Okay, let me do a quick tone. Give it a thumbs up, and then I'll send.
Thumbs up, loud and clear. Go to town.
All right. I think you're gonna like this.
Yeah.
Here we go. PD 120.
Oh, wait a minute. I gotta mute this stuff. A6JG, I may have you resend that because things dropped off here. So give me a second. Let me make sure that I'm going to have to restart my MSSTV. So hold on just a second.
Okay, standing by. I see it didn't come through on YouTube. Or did anyone else get it? Call it out.
Go, Kishore.
It seems pretty good to me. On the phone. On the phone, yeah, maybe some light or something coming out the window. But it's too dark to the eyes and, listening eyes, so it can be really good for me. Copy that, Kishore. Okay, thank you. All right, stand by. I'll send it in a different mode just for time. I'll put it in Martin too.
A6JGKI1TTY. That looks like that worked okay. Carol, any comments, KP4MD?
Yeah, this is taken from the very big picture. The first time I got the entire picture of the face of the dog, and the second time I just got the dog's right eye and part of his nose, and I was at a 640 by 490 picture, and you're sending it through one of the other modes that takes the 320 pixel. So it just takes the upper margin of the picture. But no big no problem. It looks really good. Back to you.
KP4MD, thanks so much. And we'll go ahead with N6NA, Bill. Any comments on this? Questions? What do we have?
Yeah, the dog's closer now. I love dogs, but he's approaching on me. Yeah, the changing of the format, as Carol said, made him a little bigger on my screen. But I'm looking at the history of the last image. Last image came through really well, and I'm getting a little striping on the left-hand side where I think there's a time desync. Might have to reset my my clock to WWV with this radio. But a very cute dog. Up on a table, it looks like hopefully that's allowed. I'm wondering if this is James's Valentine. I don't know. N6AJ.
N6AJ, thanks so much, Bill. PS6, Keisha, what do you think?
Yeah, I like dogs too. At the first picture was a broader view of the whole dog itself. Love its eyes. It's obviously looking for something. Looking at maybe getting some food or something on the table. But it came through really well. And this time you can see
It's right eye and part of the ears
and the window
behind. So it's really, really good. Back to it.
Thanks so much, Kishore. James, A6JG. Okay, explain away. I think we have sound on YouTube and the picture is live now, so I think restarting worked. So James, what's going on?
Well, Carol and Bill are right.
When I switched to Mark 2, it changed the, I guess the equivalent of the focal length in the software or something. So it zoomed in. But I'm glad that you were able to see the full picture. Yeah, this was just yesterday. I forget what I was eating, but I think I might have had salami or cheese involved. And I think she wanted some. So that's Pepper. She's almost 11 years old. And yes, she's one of my Valentines. And I just thought it was a cute shot. So thanks everybody. Back to you, Jen. This is A6JG.
A6JG, KI1TTY. Thanks so much. Adorable. Right, let me do a check-in here and see if there's anybody else who'd like to join our Slow Scan TV net right now. This is KI1TTY. This is the River City Arc Slow Scan TV Net. Is there anybody else who would like to join us at this time? Please come now with your call sign, name, and location. All right, hearing nothing. N6HA, November 6, Hotel Alpha. Bill, you want to send us a tone? Go ahead.
There was a station trying to check in. I'll do a relay. A station trying to check in. I think it ended with Delta Charlie November. Try again slowly. I think it's a Kilo Oscar 6 station. We are unable to copy too much static, and you're too quiet. Why don't you try again when net control comes around? Back to you, net control.
AE6JGKI1TTY. I think that's Gabriel. Kilo Oscar 6, Delta Charlie November. Gabriel, if you're using your cell phone, try again with your station, with your sound up. I'm not sure how well you're getting 441300, but please try again. We'll give you another chance here before I move on to the next slow scan.
They're not coming through the repeater. They're coming on simplex.
All right, this was how we were talking to you on our 2-meter net as well as after Bill and I. So hopefully, Gabriel, if you can hear us, try again in a few minutes. We're going to move on to Bill. Bill, do you want to set us a tone?
This is November 6 Hotel Alpha. Gabriel, I don't think he has a PL tone. He's a new member, so if you want to join, maybe we can send him the tones. Anyways, I'm going to do Martin 2 for the sake of time, because my image does not require much bandwidth. So here it comes loud and fast. N6NA. I'm going to do tone actually here. Did you copy my tone? Let me restart N6NA SSTV, just 1 second.
Question. While James is sending this tone, how does one send a tone? This software is new to me. Thanks, Jen. KR6RAO copies.
N6HA Martin 2.
November 6, Hotel Alpha, N6HA. Bill, thanks for sending that image. What fun. So I'm going to start with Kishore. What do you see here, and how's the image?
Yeah, this is RAO. I see a map of the western United States, and it looks like Bill's QTH, and he has N6HA there, and put location information QSOs. What, I don't know, but this also looks like camping or parts of the air, perhaps, is my guess. I don't know, based on the icon. That's what I see, but it seems pretty good. I was able to read it. KR6RAO, back to net.
KR6RAO, thanks so much for that review. K4FD, your thoughts?
Yeah, I see a picture of a map N6HA. I guess because of the they call the resolution is not very high, so the letters are a little difficult to read, but I can read the state's name. We see one spot in Nebraska, another one up in Montana, another one looks like maybe Wyoming, so between Wyoming and Colorado, one in Oklahoma. And if I'm not mistaken, he shared these kinds of things from his Parks on the Air activities. So he may have been operating the Parks on the Air and made contact with all these different locations. This is my guess. N6NA SSTV Net on the bottom of that picture. And probably a couple other signals popped over.
KP4MDKI1TTY, thanks so much. Let's move on to James. Anything else you'd like to add? And how was the image for you?
The image is dirty, but you can tell what it is. And the colors come through the blue ocean, the green, the desert areas, the little fortresses with the flags. I'm also interested to hear from Bill if at the end of this transmission, the call sign was transmitted in Morse code. Back to you, AE6JQ.
AE6JQKI1TTY, folks out there, this is the River City Arc Slow Scan TV Net on 441.300. Is there anybody else who'd like to join us at this time? Please come now. Alrighty. Bill, N6HA, describe.
Yeah, we're kind of right. Carroll's really close. It is a map of contacts, of course. That's what it is. But this is a special one. This is actually the map of my International Space Station contacts. Using the ISS repeater, doing ground-to-ground contacts from using that repeater up in the sky. So, it's a big accomplishment for me.
I feel pretty proud about it. I just went over 100 contacts over the ISS repeater, so that's pretty cool. I don't know how many grids I have yet. I need to figure that out, but I thought it was pretty neat that I have over 100.
And you'll never guess who my 100 contact was.
It was George.
That's so funny.
100th contact over the International Space Station repeater. So congratulations, George. Maybe eventually I'll send him a QSL card. But thought I'd share. I hope to do more satellite stuff, and maybe one of these days work Green Cube if I could buy a 70-centimeter, 15-element Yagi. Anyways, N6HA back to that.
N6HA, you're getting a little scratchy there, and that's very funny that it was George. I was thinking, oh, it must be George, and it was. So congratulations on 100 counts, and congratulations on having George as your number 100. You guys are listening to KI1TTY on the River City Arc Slow Scan Net. We're going to move on to Kishore KR6RAO. Kishore, are you ready to send a tone?
Yes, against the tone.
I copy your tone. You're ready to send. much for sending that image. I'm going to go down to Carol, KP4MD. This is KL1TTY. Your thoughts on Kishore's image?
Wow. Okay. This looks like a piece of equipment that has been removed from an enclosure since it's got a number of contact connectors dangling off the right side with some wiring harnesses. And I can read the top of the power supply. What I can read, voice detector, data detector. So I guess that has something to do with receiver. And there's a voice relay and a voice modulator, which means there must be some kind of transmit function in there. That's the section below it. I can't really make out very much from the numbers. Then it's the limiter FM mixer, maybe. B-phase modulator, normal. And below that, something phase modulator, auxiliary, I guess aux. And then on the very bottom, differential amplifier. I'm guessing this is something that's multiplexing data and voice over maybe this is the transmitter or receiver has to do with electricity. I'm just guessing, but interesting piece of equipment. Back to you,
KP4MD, KP1TTY. You can see a lot better than I can. How's the image in terms of pixel pops or anything?
No cross hatching. The six pops altogether, maybe about a dozen. The most problem with the reading is just the resolution is very marginal for those small letters over.
Copy that. Thanks so much. I'm going to move on to N6NA. Your thoughts?
Well, I agree with Carol, and I'm able to read. It has pixel pops, but I'm able to read most of the words. My initial reaction from a creative perspective is this reminded me, because of the way those connectors are kind of angled and sticking out, of the robot in Lost in Space. That's kind of what I thought of. All right, back to you. This is A6JG.
A6JGKITTY. Thanks. Just thinking about, danger, Will Robinson, danger. Meanwhile, let's go down to November 6th, Hotel Alpha Bill. Thoughts?
I agree with most of what everyone said. Very interesting piece of equipment. I am very curious to hear what came out of it. What you plan to do with it, sure. That's a lot going on there. So, tell us more. I'm very interested. And the voice of the copy camera really well here.
Pixel pops. I do have some of the similar issues with contrast that I do for AXDG with your image. So that's more on my side. I don't see it on the YouTube. I need to figure out what's going on there. But otherwise, great copy.
Thanks so much, N6NA SSTV Net, and Riffs and Nerfs. So it's going to do that. Do we have anybody else out there who would like to join us? Please find out. All right, we're going to move down to Kishore. Please explain what you sent us here. Pretty interesting. Clearly, we all think it's best.
You want to say I was a big fan of it? Oh, wow, you guys are pretty amazing. I'm so happy that you can actually read what's on this. This is an interesting piece of equipment. It goes along with, space beam and James Common. This is actually the pre-modulation processor using the Apollo space program for communication from the Apollo aircraft spacecraft back to Earth. And this uses the S-band, and I believe the frequency they use is 2106.4 megahertz. And they call it the unified S-band. So is a very interesting piece of equipment which performed marvelously over the Apollo space program. Back to that.
KR6RA KM1TTY. That's just great. We have such a great space theme going tonight with Bill and Kishore. In fact, the Girl Scouts are doing their thing next week. Should we all survive getting there? So, thank you very much. We're going to move on to KP4MP. Carol, are you ready to send a tone?
KP4MP, and this is going to be P120.
KP4MD, thanks so much for sending that image. Above the fold, that's all I have to say. AE6JG, I'm going to send it right to you. What do you think?
I recognize that picture from the Sacramento Bee, and it came through well, since I think it's a picture of a picture. Not too shabby. Colors come through, the individuals come through. I'm impressed. Back to you, A6JG.
A6JG, KI1TTY. Let's move on to Bill, N6HA.
Yeah, great copy here. There's Pickle Pops, but very, very good copy. I think Neil, maybe not in the right-hand side. That's of course George sitting down, manning the computer. I think that's, I don't know who that is though, at the microphone. But there's more microphone activity, looks like, working satellites, which is always a lot of fun. And all the green things behind them, it's hard to, you guys are outside. And then I see Kishore sort of on the bottom left, and it looks like a copy also. Yeah, it was cool to see that we got some press for the contact for the club and for the hub. So I'm excited to hear them make the contact with the astronauts. I still haven't been able to do it myself, but it'll be awesome to see them actually fulfill this life, not licensable, but this goal that they've set for themselves, and it's been taking months in the progress to get it done. So I'm excited to see how it goes. N6NA.
N6HA, thanks so much for your comments. And KR6RA, your comments?
Yeah, recognize it from the picture Carol It's great. Good luck to these kids, and amazing to see you guys doing this. It's really inspirational. I wonder how the picture I transmitted ended up on the same transmission, so I'm curious about that. But the picture came through really well. Very limited pixel pops, and the contrast and colors are great. Back to net.
Okay, KI1TTY, thanks so much. Just a reminder, folks out there, this is the University Arts Slow Scan TV Net. It's starting at 9 p.m. K4MD, you can go ahead and describe it. I'm going to say the gal in the picture is Kennedy, one of our seniors.
Okay, this is KP4MD. Yes, that's Kennedy, and this is one of the pictures here, shamelessly taken from the Sacramento Bee article, and since we were talking about George, I figured we'd send a picture with George in there. And yeah, it looks like they put a tarp over there up against the windows of that door, so that we wouldn't be blinded by the strong sunlight coming in behind George and Neil. And I see Neil holding up his cell phone taking a picture, and Kennedy doing the rehearsal of asking the questions there. It was, I believe, the event they did on Saturday. And Kishore, one of the templates, let me see, I'm not sure which is the default template, but what I'm using is one of the templates, the default template from N6NA SSTV, that you can superimpose on your picture just by clicking the little box that has ABC and an arrow going to a little picture. It's when you're in the TX tab, and you can select any of those templates with your call sign, to superimpose your call sign, and several of those templates have a little inset of your last received picture, so that you can send back to whoever you're talking to a little copy of what you received, so you can see exactly what you saw. And that's the way I received it. So back to Net, Cape Sunday.
K4MD, thanks so much. I love the description of the template thing, and I'll try to remember that. So what was happening here on Saturday as we were running through with KD6 QZ8, QZH. So Peter was playing astronaut, and we were running through all the questions and timing. And Kennedy has one of those hand clicker things, the on-off. I don't know what the switch is called. So they don't touch the mics. One mic is going to the speakers in the room, and the other mic is going to the radio with George and Neil. The tarps were over the garage doors at the STEM Center, and they're going to be covered Wednesday with something from the Girl Scouts, plus one of our banners up there as our backdrop, and probably a couple of the green aliens on the podium. So that was a lot of fun. It was much more positive because the girls were in it and on it, and George and Neil got things going along with Bob and Gary. So, and then Cam and Naomi, it was quite the crew. It worked really well. And of course, Amanda, Amelia, and company were also helping out. Anybody else want to add any extras here, or do we have somebody hanging out there that wants to join Slow Scan right now before we wrap things up? Give me a comment if you want to add anything here. What? No chatter? Oh, come on, people.
Yes, if you visit KP4MD.
Go, Carol.
Okay, yeah, Gabriel is trying to talk on the output of the repeater, and they want the information out against the repeater, which is something we don't normally mention over here because it's a closed frequency for reserved for active equipment. You can send an email to contact N6NA.org, and we will get you that information to you, so you can program that in your radio and talk properly to the repeater back to that.
Copy that, Carol. Thanks so much. Just to let you know, I've got 4 new people that I'll add to the list, but I'm going to do that tomorrow. We actually had somebody on our 2-meter net that was from Massachusetts. That was Ashley. We've got somebody from Folsom, El Cerrito, and what was the other one? Orangevale. Anyway, I'll add those guys tomorrow. I finished up the other stuff. All right. Well, any other comments before I round out my last commentary here? Kishore, go ahead.
Thank you, Bill, for doing the net, 2-meter net and this net. Appreciate you stepping up. Back to net.
You're welcome, Kishore. Thanks very much for joining us. I hope to meet you sometime soon. You sound so much like Anders, it just drives me nuts because I'm like, is that Anders? But it's Kishore. So thank you for joining the net, both of them, and I look forward to meeting you in person. If I have already, you need to smack me up the head and remind me that you're there so I can set the name and the call sign to face. I appreciate that. Right, last call for comments before I close the net. James, go ahead.
After you close the net, I want to talk about the HF seminar last night. Bill and Kishore.
Copy that. Well, then I'll just say thanks to all who participated tonight in Slow Scan TV Net. Thank you to James, Bill, Kishore, and Carol. Appreciate you guys showing up, and I hope to see all of you back next week at 9 p.m. Of course, I'll be ready to throw up because that day after we'll be doing our slow scan stuff, our space station stuff, and so I'll be like over caffeinated and kind of buzzing and looking forward to hopefully successfully making the contact. So cross your fingers on that. And the net officially is closed at 9:43. This is Kilo India 1 Tango Tango Yankee KI1TTY. Jen, Juliet Echo November, wishing all of you a good evening. I'm closing the net, and now we can go on to conversation. James 86, JG, go ahead.
K86RDM did an excellent job for the antenna seminar, and Kishore and Bill were both there, and I'd be interested in getting their feedback if they just have a moment, because KP4MD will be doing the next seminar, and it would be good to kind of get a sense of what